beginning to notice that movement of breath.
But no matter what the journey is for you, like, you can handle it.
We are making some big changes today. We have been going to the cancer center to get my infusion ever since I started on Entyvio, and a place actually just opened in our area that is closer. So we usually drive like an hour, and it's a lot less crowded. They are even open on the weekends, which would be nice because then Charlie could take me and it would work a little bit better for our schedule. So we're excited, but also it's a little bit nerve-wracking anytime you make a change, just because you have to rehash all of, you know, the initial. They have like different testing that you have to do before you can start the infusion. They have to get all your medical history, and that's like a whole big spiel. So we are going today to do one of the tests, which is a TB test.
Ever since COVID, they don't let people back in to the cancer center. So used to, for all the years that I would take her, I would be able to go back with her, and then COVID, and then I would sit in the parking lot.
Yeah, I think if it wasn't an hour away, it might be easier for me to drive, because they do give you a bunch of pre-meds. One of them I can't have, but there's like 3 other pre-meds you take before you even begin the infusion. And one of them is a super high dose of Benadryl, which makes me super tired. So driving afterwards is not, like driving an hour afterwards is not ideal for me, because I normally zonk out.
Within 5 minutes.
Yeah, it hits you pretty hard. Alright, we got it done. It was actually not the TB test that I was thinking, where it's on the skin. It's just lab work, so fairly simple enough, but we will take you along when it's infusion day. I'm really thankful that we live in this beautiful time where we have information available on any subject that we could possibly want at any time. But sometimes I think we struggle with this information overload, where you can find someone arguing for the history and the effectiveness of literally anything. So it's hard to find the right diet or the right treatment plan or the right solution to a problem sometimes when you can have so many conflicting ideas. It's not one size fits all, so what works for us and the things that we share in our healing journey might not be the solution for somebody else. Everybody is not going to be able to live the life that we do in a tiny house, but I would never suggest that what we're doing is going to be the absolute truth and answer for everybody's healing journey.
Hey, how's it going?
Hi, I'm good. And I mean, even though that happened, like I said, it was a different response. I guess now hearing you say it, it was still a triggered response, and it still wasn't healthy.
And if you can change that, that can also change your emotions too.
Okay. Well, I'm excited to read through these worksheets. They sound great, and sounds like I need them. A big step in our holistic healing journey has been to change all of the different things that we're allowing in our home. We're trying our best to change even our cleaning products, our sunscreens, bug sprays, and body cares to more natural sources. And it's definitely not something that happens overnight. It's kind of one of those things where as you run out of something, you replace it with a new item that is a better choice and has cleaner ingredient. But it's still tempting when you're faced with like some big iron stains or some grout in the shower that you think automatically, oh, I need to use bleach here. I need to bring in these big, powerful cleaning products. And I think it's even similar in our healing journey when it comes to medications. When we see some symptoms, we automatically start to think, oh no, maybe this diet or these natural supplements aren't working. But we're learning to let go of outcomes and just trust that we're doing the best that we can with the things that we can control. And we have to not give up on these changes too soon, because they need time to take root to really create that healing.
I failed my second vacuum test. So
Really?
It's just coppery. I don't want to over tighten, so I just don't think I'm tightening it enough. And I put suds on all the joints to make sure they were all good. or were gonna send me the replacement, and they just wound up sending me a new condenser unit. So it's very oniony in here.
Charlie.
I can feel it just a little bit. I'm getting emotional about this air conditioner. It's sucking all that. It really is.
Tiny house problem.
Oh, jeez. What time do y'all go?
It's my brother's birthday, and they also just moved into a new apartment. So we're bringing them some flowers, and we're gonna hang out with them for a little bit.
Oh no, look! There's my guy stacking. What do we do, Sonic? Oh, Sonic, are you okay?
If you put a sheet over it, it'd be a really cool.
That'd be cool. And put some lights.
Ooh, put your candles under there, bud.
What?
Turn the light off so we can see the candle. Let's put it in here. Get him! Come on, beat him! Beat him!
We are heading to our friend's house to install a door because their old
Which is
one.
on top of the Prius.
It is on top of the Prius.
Journeying with us for our 3-hour drive.
Yeah. Yeah. It's been like a sail up there.
Yep.
But we did not take the interstate we normally do, and so a little longer for the commute. But so we're gonna install a door, and then we have a doctor's appointment tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow morning. It works out that they needed their door installed, which of course, I mean, bad for them, but we'll get it fixed, and we get to stay the night over there.
Oh, sorry.
Their house is 30 minutes from Gainesville area, so we will be going to my pre-op appointment for the colonoscopy, which is next week.
Even though we're excited to see our friends, even though it's a good thing to come help them do the door, and even though we love road trips because we talk the whole time and dream and make fun of each other and have a good time. Even though it still meant that this morning was a tough go. A little bit.
It wasn't that bad.
No, you've gotten progressively better, but anything to do with hospitals and medical and doctor's appointments.
So having this colonoscopy coming up, my anxiety is a little higher.
Yeah. Anything to do currently with babies.
Mother's Day in May.
Around Mother's Day, Father's Day, because she loves me.
My other trigger is whenever we're traveling, I get food anxiety. Because I don't know what I can eat and what's going to be around, or if there's going to be a bathroom nearby. Bathroom anxiety for road trips.
You probably hear rattling in the back because we have a camp stove back there, because what if we need to heat up our food?
You don't know.
We're ready to go. So we are self-sufficient.
You did great packing up. It was just like the very last couple minutes as we're getting ready to leave the house, I was kind of freaking out for a little hot second.
A little bit.
Of like, oh my gosh, did we get everything? How do I know what you packed?
Yeah.
What if you didn't pack what we need? Like just a little bit of a freak out. But we got it together.
We did. We have arrived. Thankfully we both have grace for each other.
The next morning we headed out to the colonoscopy pre-op, and even though I've had so many of these tests, I still knew to expect a little bit of anxiety and nervousness, and had to have some grace with myself in those moments. Good morning.
Good morning. The door is installed.
Looks great.
It does look great. So door's installed. Appointment's done.
Yep, we gave our blood, did our pre-op. We love going to Blue Springs because it's close by and it's on our way home.
Thanks.
So we really enjoyed decompressing there, talking through all of the things we were excited about and nervous about, and that got me in the right space to begin the colonoscopy prep day, which can be physically and mentally a long day. So I prepared myself with catching up on American Idol and just really staying focused on this is just one day, it will pass.
No, I got one. And once he's back in here, they're gonna come and get you outside. Okay, awesome. All right, continue before we go. Everything. Dreaming about farming? Well, that's nice. Back in the recovery room. Went really good. They said you did well.
Hello?
Hey, can you see me and hear me okay?
There you are. Hi.
And then I went ahead and I had done biopsies everywhere. And, you know, starting this new medication, I think that your symptoms will be definitely better managed.
Well, I think I'm just remembering back to like what it felt like to be on some of those extra medicines, you know, and like that muscle memory of being so sick. And so it's like, there's no way I could do anything in that state. I've only been able to do what I've been able to do these last years because I haven't been on that and I have been doing better. And now that's all threatened.
But I think that's when you can advocate for yourself too and be like, I feel very healthy. I feel the healthiest I've ever been in my life almost right now. I know it says something different on the test or whatever, but no matter what the journey is for you, like you can handle it.
I did advocate for myself and asked the doctor if we could run one more test before we made a decision about my treatment plan. This test was going to tell us exactly how much inflammation we're dealing with in my colon, because the biopsy results did show that there are some granulomas forming, which are usually indicative of a more serious disease and associated with inflammation. But it doesn't tell us exactly how much inflammation, and before we changed our entire year and all of the dreams that we had for this year by starting this new medication that does have some concerning side effects, and we really don't want to start unless it's absolutely necessary. But it did mean that we entered into a very long waiting season because that test took over a week to get back. So we had so many instances where we just had to stay rooted in all of the essential practices that make our bodies, our minds, our souls feel the very best that they can, without sitting around wondering and stressing and letting the weight drive us to this unhealthy place. And we all have to figure out what those things are that help us to stay centered when life throws us a curveball.
And this is your verse of the day. Jesus Christ is the same yesterday, today, and forever.
And as you scan down through the body, just beginning to notice that movement of breath.
To be free in this American dream. Oh, help me believe life is more than what we've been told it's supposed to be. each other out. So la la let me be. La la let me be. La la let me be free. La la let me be. La la let me be. La la let me be free. So what does it mean to be free? To be free in this American dream.
Come on, 3. Oh, they're in the back. A hard truth that we learned through this process is that we don't get to control the outcomes, and sometimes we think that those outcomes reflect how much faith we have or how much we're loved by God, because maybe it seems like everyone else is getting their redemption story. But we're not promised to make it to our 10th birthday. We aren't guaranteed that we're going to get married or have kids, or that every day we're going to feel happy or healthy. And we are promised that every single one of us are going to have trials and suffering in this broken world. If it wasn't the struggles you're facing, then it would be some other kind of struggle. But it's how we go through those struggles and reminding ourselves that it has nothing to do with how loved we are, or how good of a Christian we are, or how good we take care of our bodies. You can do all the right things and still find yourself facing a diagnosis that you don't want to face. We should definitely try our best to partner with our healing and not allow our own choices to create setbacks for ourselves, but I'm just saying, don't expect that just because you're living a healthy life, you should get a certain outcome.
Is it really combed down on one side and then up and then crazy? Why do I have elf ears? Why do my nostrils stick out the front? Looks like I just have little eyes underneath my nose strip.
Well, we're working with a Sharpie. We're waking up every day just thankful for what we have in the moment by moment. It might be hard, there might be emotional times, and there might be scary times. But we had a really great experience at the new Infusion Center, and we got to spend some great time after that healing and restoring our souls at the beach. We're still waiting, and hopefully in our next update we will have the results to share with you and some more about what our treatment plan and the rest of our year is going to look like. But my prayer for all of us is that we don't get too busy in the waiting and the wondering, to just be content with all of the wonderful things we have right now, today.